Okay, so this is Ever B Spooky Girl again, and I'm going to give some more commentary on, a few topics, and a little bit more, just a little teeny bit more on the trends, and give my opinions on some things that I understand, or how I understand things, So you got some people that don't understand how, slavery was able to happen, the Holocaust, a little 7-year-old, 6-year-old girl being raped and murdered, stuff like that. Awful, just awful stuff. And, again, a little bit of the transgender thing. Now, I had said that God has the ability to do what he wants to do. I said that, and I believe that. I stand by it. All my videos, those are my opinions. Those are my feelings, and that's the way I feel. And so, let me say this too. We have free will. Nobody wants to put stuff on humans. You get what I'm saying? Everything that's not understood, or it's too traumatic, or, we just we don't process it. Our brains don't process it right. It's demonic. It's demons. And, because God is just doing things in the Bible. That's what people want to, believe. He's doing nothing else. And, if you see a new species of animal that we ain't never seen before, that ain't in the Bible, that new animal. So God didn't do that. He didn't decide, he want to make a new animal, because it ain't in the Bible. He only doing stuff that's in there. Like, he can't do that in the Bible, and other stuff too. He can't do that. This is what people believe, not me. Let's be clear. So that new animal that's walking around, somebody found it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, either it's demonic, and that's it. They may say the government, some type of, facility government, they created it or something. You may hear some little whispers about that. But for the most part, it's demonic. Because God didn't do it, and you barely want to put stuff, lay blame on humans. Free will is very strong. When you hear that celebrity stuff and people talking about they sold their soul and this and that and all that Illuminati stuff, your soul is your free will. That's what you can't sell, you can't sell your soul. You get what I'm saying? But that's what they mean. You get what I'm saying? Like your right to choose and feel how you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be controlled now, and not by very good people. So that's what you give up, and that's what you're selling, your free will. It's kind of like your soul, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're giving up to, celebrity status and all that stuff. When people be talking about that stuff, you know what I'm saying? That, your soul, everything, all that stuff belong to God. The only thing you can trade off on this earth in this physical form is your free will. You give that up. That's what you give up. So they're confusing that. You're giving up your free will. And that's basically, I guess, you could say a form of soul. You get what I'm saying? Because your free will is how you express yourself. You don't have that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you give up your essence, your being. You get what I'm saying? People just use the word soul. It's your free will. A lot of stuff that happened down here, even with the trans stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if because back in the day, you didn't really have them doing the surgeries. You had drag. You had that. I remember seeing drag when I was little, people in drag or something on the TV or something about it, but you didn't have them actually going through the surgeries. We don't know if this could even be man-made. Remember my videos? I said, yes, is it a possibility God could have done it? Yeah, God could do that. He could put a woman in a man's body. But, why does it have to be demonic? You know what I'm saying? It could also be a form of free will. You know what I'm saying? Where doctors could be doing something. Putting something in the food, doing something to these people when they're pregnant or something. They just don't know it, Maybe a shot or something, a vaccination, an iron shot, something good for the baby in your stomach or something, doing something to the husbands or something, I've seen some documentaries where some trans, well, like kind of a lot of them, I'm gonna say, they had military type life or grew up military life. Like the fathers was in militaries. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just something to think about. It don't mean nothing. I'm just rambling, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You got to have an open mind. You get what I'm saying? Don't always go to demons. What we need to know is that humans is responsible for a lot of this stuff. If you have a young girl that's murdered and raped or something, people only process that one way. That's sad for the girl. Why God let that happen? Somebody used their free will. The person that did this to this child, they used their free will to commit that act. So yes, it's sad that it happened, but you got to look at it from both points of view. You cussing God about it, but God gave us free will. You do what you will with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he letting us do what we wanted with our free will. You know what I'm saying? So, the free will thing got to be true. Some people don't really believe in it, but it's got to be true. Because there you have slavery and the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sad. Yes, trifling, and all of that. But somebody used their free will. It's all about free will. And committed these acts. They have, just because they was a crazy, nasty, mean person don't mean God took their free will away. Hitler used his free will to do what he did. Slavery. There you go. So, humans is responsible for a lot of stuff because we have free will. You know what I'm saying? All the time, it's not demons. You get what I'm saying? It's not always demons. We don't know if some medicine is being given to these folks. A lot of the trans women, say they grew up, some of them had military stuff. It's something being given to the husbands, the fathers, put into their system in the middle. We don't know if it's something medical. You have to understand that the government hides a lot from us. You know what I'm saying? They are way advanced with, we are Neanderthals compared to the government. You know what I'm saying? We are cavemen because they are so far ahead of us. Like they was talking about the man that made some kind of car or automobile that would work with water or something for fuel or something. I can't get if it was air or water. It was something, and the man came up, I don't know how he died, but he's no longer with us. I don't really know the whole story on that. All I'm saying is, we don't know how far medicine is advanced. We don't know that. We don't know how far technology is because they don't keep us in the loop. They only let us know what they want us to know. So this trans woman thing, you know what I'm saying? If God didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's possible man could be doing something. The government could be experimenting on people they don't even know it. You know, when you just go get your shot, you go get your flu shots at the drugstore, or, you know, they give them out at libraries sometime. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been going to the doctor all my life. Ain't no telling what's been done to me. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if you live in the United States, you more than likely done been to a doctor, because just for you to move around and do certain things, vaccinations, little stuff is required, for sometimes for little basic jobs, you need a flu shot and stuff. Like some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? You go interact with a doctor. Now, other countries, I don't know how they get down. You might can go out, live in the woods, and be okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no doctor? Okay, if you get sick out here, don't come looking for a doctor. That's how you want it. Go on and stay out there. But in the United States, we have a lot of medical protocols. So just medical guidelines you have to go by. Your kids can't go to school without these certain vaccinations and stuff. So you ain't been living here and haven't interacted or had some type of interaction with a doctor. You may not go often or, much as you should, but you done got one shot at least if you living here. A blood taken or something. You know what I'm saying? A doctor done touched you. So, we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? My point was, God can do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? He can do what he want to do. Does he do certain things? I don't know. Can he do whatever he want to? Yes. Yes. He's not probably just responsible for all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is he doing things to punish people? And, do we punish people? Well, if you want to, believe some of the Bible stories, yeah. He clapped back. You know what I'm saying? And, he gets angry sometimes. So, I don't know about all of that. All I wanted to add was, it's just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? That people don't, religious people, other people don't even want to think. These trans people, I have some issues with them, but I do sympathize with them. They probably don't even know what's going on themselves. And it's always the woman spaces that's got to be. We always got to share. We got to split stuff. And we always just end up with kids. We're not allowed to have anything but the kids. Y'all can have those. Gone. And sometimes not even that. They give us a dog or a cat. Take that and go and sit down somewhere. So, everything is not always demonic. Us humans is responsible for a lot of stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But because they don't keep us in the loop, we don't know what that government, is capable of. They were talking about some place called Nightmare Hall, where it's subterranean tunnels all down underground somewhere. I forget where it is. And a guard was telling about it. I don't know if it's true or not. It's horrible if it is. And, they do experiments on people and animals. They got hybrids and stuff down there. So, and then, when they talk about the aliens, and we had an alien before, and what the aliens looked like, and, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess when you're thinking about, I guess free will is free will. And I'm thinking, and I'm just guessing on this, God let us have it. And that's just how I feel about it. I just feel like some humans take their free will and they do really mean nasty things to other humans and animals and whatnot. And it's their free will. You don't You get what I'm saying? Not your soul for you to sell. You can give up your free will, but you have no say in things, and you have to do things that you don't want to and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we belong to God, period. It ain't, you can't bargain with that. Our existence. You get what I'm saying? You can bargain with some things in the physical. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But once that's over, baby, it's back to who that created us. Don't be fooled by that stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ain't giving up nothing but your free will. Once you stop breathing, you go back to God. And he may give you to the devil. Who knows? He gonna decide though. Nobody makes that decision but him. So people play around with black magic, and I want to kind of touch on meditating again, because I was watching some YouTube stuff. This stupid lesbian couple. And I know exactly what they going through, because I went through it. So I knew what I seen. I seen her with that sage, and they was talking about meditating. I knew exactly what it was. I knew what it was. And I don't mean to laugh, but it's a scary thing. So let me talk about this meditation real quick for anybody that's listening. It's real, and it's real powerful. And meditation and prayer works for evil and good. People need to know that. Just don't go running and meditating thinking you're going to get good energy. You get what I'm saying? Because the spiritual world, the universe will give you, it matches your energy. It matches it. If you are low vibrational, if anybody understand energy, because I'm spiritual, not religious. If anybody understand energy, and I'm big on that stuff, all of that stuff, then you know that a low vibrational, nasty, disgusting, a person that live a certain way, you know what I'm saying? They vibrate on a certain level, a lower level. You know what I'm saying? If they are praying, burning sage and meditating and stuff, they're only conjuring up things that match their energy. Angels don't resonate on that level. For those of y'all who believe in angels and stuff, they don't resonate on that level. They can't hear down there. You know what I'm saying? They can't even hear what's going on down. They're not even on that level. You have to raise your vibration. Change your lifestyle in different, you don't even have to be a church goer every day. Just change your heart. You know what I'm saying? If that's even a possibility, I thank God I was born with a good heart. I mean, I turn up sometime, and I can be, I can get nasty, but at the end of the day, God gave me a good heart, and I'm so happy for that. Like, I can cry at the drop of a dime. If I step on a bug, I be apologizing to it. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if we all got that. You know what I'm saying? And like I spoke earlier, it has to be activated at a certain time. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's heart ain't the same. But I promise you, with meditation, because I do it, and at first I didn't know. You have to, vibrate on a higher level if you even go mess with it. Because the spiritual world opens up when you meditate. You don't see it, but you feel it. And it is going to, what's going to come through is going to match your energy. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even about the act that you're doing, like praying and meditating. The act itself is not what's important. It's really not. It's the person behind the praying and the meditating. Please understand this. The person that's behind it. You know what I'm saying? You can pray all you want to, God help me this, God help me that. But if you live in a certain lifestyle, you nasty to people, you're a nasty person, you nasty and disgusting, you taking advantage of people and you doing this and that. That's not what's going to answer you. You know what I'm saying? Demons is attracted to that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They love that kind of stuff. Funky doo-doo over here. Oh, yeah. They coming. Angels ain't interested in you having sex and orgies and using drugs and using people, extorting people out of their money, taking advantage of people's compassion. And angels ain't interested in that. They not coming. You can pray all you want. And people need to understand this. They think meditation mean positive. No. Meditation is meditation. It opens up the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? It resonates with your energy, your aura. You know what I'm saying? It's positive if you positive. Please understand that. If you negative, it's negative. And the power is real. Same with prayer. If you're not messing with God, you know what I'm saying? Really messing with him, you know what I'm saying? And, you praying and saying this stuff, God, please help me, Jesus. And you still living, he see you still living a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's certain steps that you have to go through. And I was watching a video, and I ain't gonna really go into it too much, but it's a video. And they got a new house, and they done open a porthole in the house and don't even know it. Because you could see one of them going, she's burning sage now. And then they were talking about, one was asking nothing, did she want to meditate, blah, blah, blah. And then one was, she was filming, and then her phone was on the counter, and then she went, my phone wasn't on this counter, it was on the one over there. And she's claiming stuff is being moved around. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what's happening. They done open a portal. They were already, demons and stuff is already hanging around them. At some point, one of them did something. And it could just be the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Bad energy is attracted to bad energy. But when they start moving your furniture and, moving your things around and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like just little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not sliding your couch across the living room or something, but just little stuff that you noticing. That means that they trying to get your attention and let you know they there. Now, you can do all kind of cleansings and have reverend come and all that stuff. It won't help. You have to change your life over to God. God, He'll help you. He'll let the angels come and help you. But if you stay resonating on that low level, you know what I'm saying? You just stuck with the demons. Only the angels can come chase them away, but you got to get right with God for that. The angels, once you start vibrating on another level, they'll go on anyway because they want to stay down on that level. You get what I'm saying? You have to raise your level. And then the angels come and protect you. You get what I'm saying? I know. I done dealt with it. When you meditate, you have to say a prayer of protection. God, please, protect me in my space with white light. I'm meditating with positive energy for positive energy. And could you please cover me, with the white light. You don't just meditate. You need to know what you're doing because it's real powerful. And, these couple, they got a brand new house. They done opened up a portal. It's a portal. You can tell all the videos I've been watching over for them, maybe a year. Yep, they got the new house. In it for about a month. And now you see one of them with sage, burning sage. I already know what that is. No, the spirits is in there. And then now they don't want to stay in the house alone. You know what I'm saying? They get in a fight, one leave. The other one just keep inviting people over. Just people to come and sit, Scared to be in the house by themselves. You know, they can't be in the house together because they're not getting along, so they keep fighting, but they scared to be in the house alone, too. You know, one just in the house because she's scared she don't really have nowhere to go. But yeah, that's too familiar. You know what I'm saying? And I think it looks like they just, well, the meditation was probably to try to ward off, things that was happening, evil spirits, like they feel like it's a bad energy. Like they probably even seen a ghost in there or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they want to meditate, thought that would go help. When it read something on Google, meditation works both ways. It's not a one-way thing. If you meditate, you're going to bring positive energy. Not if you're negative energy yourself. It doesn't work that way. It matches your energy. So just know that, people, when you look at Google and want to go meditate and burn sage, you're going to track shit, but it's going to match you. It's going to match your energy. Because even though you saying one thing, your energy and heart is different. And the spiritual world is not fooled by that. It's going to send you what your aura is pushing out. Because of your lifestyle and the way you live, and that is what will be responding to you. So the act of meditation itself is not a savior. Just so people will know, when you resonate at a high vibrational energy, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a savior. Meditation can be dangerous, and it can be all bad if you are resonating on the wrong aura and energy. Okay? You'll open up a portal and the wrong things will come. And I know people don't believe this stuff, but trust me, it's real. If you look at some of my videos, I mean, I've never really seen demons and stuff. I've asked, God, when I start seeing stuff inside the orbs and stuff, I've never really seen a red demon or a devil. Thank God. And I've seen some strange things that I didn't understand. I will say that. But, yeah, so I just, I just like want people to know about the meditation thing, that people run to the meditation when they, you know what I'm saying? And, I started doing it years ago. You got to look at some of my other videos, but I started doing it just to relax my mind. I wasn't, really trying to get spiritual help and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People at the end of the day, you relax your body. And I just, wanted to learn how to relax your mind. How do you relax your mind to relax it? Not sleep. I ain't talking about sleeping. But relax your mind and you're still woke. Like, I was always interested in that when I used to see it. People doing it on TV and stuff. And it took me a long time. I tried it over a couple of years. I just got really into it. Months I got really into it. And so when my kids all got grown and moved out the house, I just had the time and I started doing it. So, yeah. But you got to be careful with it. It's real powerful. It's real. And, yeah. So, that's what I wanted to say. I did kind of veer off track a little bit. But, yeah, I just think that, the YouTube couple was trying to meditate to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? But the spiritual world gave them, they probably wondering why God ain't helping, like a lot of people, I pray God ain't helping this and that. I don't know. I can't answer all those questions, I don't have all the answers. Again, I tell you people, these are opinions, you know what I'm saying? I don't know no more than the next person. These are just my opinions, you know what I'm saying? And what I think and feel and what I experience. You know what I'm saying? He has reasons for not answering people's prayers when they ask him for stuff. You know, he has his reasons. A person to tell you, your sister, your cousin, or your neighbor, I pray he didn't answer me. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they ain't telling you the whole story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, okay? You know, they got some kind of, you know, something going on with God. You know what I'm saying? You know, that they ain't told you about. Could be in the past, you know what I'm saying? Something they did, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he answers my prayers, all of them. You know, and sometimes he don't get right to it, but, you know, he answers my prayers, you know, with action, you know. So, you know, but then, you know, I try my best to live by his rules. I ain't perfect. Of course I veer off, you know, and, you know, don't always get it right, but I don't live, you know, disgusting and nasty. You know what I'm saying? Where he would be turning his nose up at. You know what I'm saying? You know, my biggest sin is every once in a while I might smoke a cigarette or something. I quit smoking a couple of years or so ago. You know, I feel bad about that. You know, having thoughts, bad thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really live bad. You know, I go to work, I come home, I take care of my cats. That's it. You know, when I curse too much, you know, I feel bad about that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I'm now out here living recklessly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to, you know, if anybody want to know anything about meditation and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I put an email in one of my, on one of my videos. It's an email down there. And I'm not sure which one it is. But it's an email down in the, you know, and you can email me if you got any questions about anything. You get what I'm saying? You know, I just was, you know, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how, you know, how humans should understand that we are responsible for a lot of stuff. And, you know, a lot of people say, why God don't step in, why he don't do this and that. And, you know, free will. You know, is it something in the medication? Is it something in our medicine? Is it something in our food? Is it something the government is doing to us? Why innocent babies born with cancers and defects and stuff? Again, could be free will. You know? So, just, you know, everything is not demonic. Humans are responsible for a whole lot of this stuff. A whole lot of this stuff. We just don't have access to prove that or know that. But humans, us, you know, and no, he don't step in all the time, or if he step in anytime, you know, if you mess with him, you need to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? You need to mess with God, and, you know, that's between you and him, what he do for you and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not I don't really, like I said, I don't really have those answers, and I don't pretend to. Mine's is just opinions of what I believe. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that the government is responsible for a lot of stuff. Now, I ain't going to go all into that, because they're going to start zapping my videos. You know, they have to listen to them before they load them. But people have an open mind about this stuff. And, you know, it's a whole lot of avenues you could think of. Just don't always go to demonic. Could things be demonic? Yes, of course. You know, but everything ain't demonic that you don't understand. Also, think Earth is a learning planet. A learning planet for souls. It's just our school. You know what I'm saying? It's if it was ever a paradise and you believe the Bible stories, I don't believe in that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just believe it's a God. Treat each other right, live your life right. Whatever happened to you after you die, that's between you and God. I think everything happens to the same thing happens to the same people. Maybe some similar things happen, but you know what I'm saying? And we may go to the same place, a heavenly place, but you know what I'm saying? Paradise on earth, I just think earth is a learning planet. It's a learning planet for souls. Because if you think it's going to be paradise, then I guess eventually the population would have to stop. I mean, you know. Or is people just going to start being born pure? Because I guess you're born pure, I guess. So any more lives come on the earth after what the religious people think now, not me. Jesus come back or whatever, and the earth going to be paradise. Everything going to be beautiful. Everything nice. No bad. No bad. So those the ones that have followed him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So no bad. You know, you still have to be pure and purified and cleansed. Some more. You get what I'm saying? This earthly life didn't do enough. You get what I'm saying? You're not clean enough down here for heaven. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. You're not going, I don't care if you've been going to church for 50 years. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to die on your bed, on your couch, and go, well, maybe some selective few. That's between them and God. But just, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like we still have some purification to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not done here on this planet. It's done somewhere else after we pass. After we lead a physical life. You know, you take your physical life and try to get, you know what I'm saying, as high up spiritually as you can. So you don't have a lot of work to do, I guess, after you pass on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know really how it works, but paradise on earth would mean, you know, it just, you know what I'm saying? God forgive me. It kind of sound kind of foolish. You know what I'm saying? This all gonna be good here and ain't gonna be no more sin and stuff. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you know, because if you got souls that's still coming in and being born, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna need to be learning things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, temptation ain't nothing but a learning tool. You think, I can't see anybody learning anything without that. And it's just like I said, a golden spoon fed child. You get what I'm saying? You know, they only know, they don't really know suffering because they haven't experienced it. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just, yeah. I mean, it sounds, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just, yeah. And, people, you know, people just believe that, you know, they believe that. And, I just think Earth is a learning school. I think it's a school for us. It's a type of a planet for, you know, where we learn and we elevate, you know, and then, you know, we go on and God decide what, you know, what he gonna do with us. Different things with some of us, maybe the same things with others. I don't know about that, but paradise on earth, I just don't see it. And I don't mean to be mean, disrespectful to nobody. I think our paradise is after we pass on from the physical world. And it's what, you know what I'm saying? God has for us. I don't think it's a whole group thing. You know, everybody follow the church and take your money over there, and we all going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? I think it's split up by people's heart and how people are. Of course, if you got a evil heart and stuff, and you just pretending to like God and stuff, and be churchy and stuff, you know, you got some more spiritual growth to do. But it's all about spiritual growth. And I think we just down here to learn that and to elevate it. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing with religious people, even if that's true, God was going to make earth a paradise and this and that and all this stuff, you know, or like they believe them other stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, did he change his mind? Can he change his mind? You know what I'm saying? Did he decide to do it different some kind of way? You know, this is just going to be a learning planet now. You know what I'm saying? Or was it always that? You get what I'm saying? And now people, you know, souls just going to come here. You're going to learn. You're going to live. You know, love people. Treat people with love. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then come on with me. You know what I'm saying? When it's over. You get what I'm saying? And I decide what to do with you. It's based on how you live your life here. You know what I'm saying? You don't stay here. You get what I'm saying? Basically, it's going to be a paradise on earth. What about the ones that died? They come back to live on earth? You get what I'm saying? Like, it just don't, you know what I'm saying? It just don't really make no sense when you think about it. And I know religious people got an answer, but it sounds kind of weird. There's the good ones that already died, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? When Jesus pick his time to come back, you know what I'm saying? They come back to earth. You go somewhere else, you get judged, and then you come back to earth. This is the resting place. You know, I just don't see that. I think it's so many other places that he can put us that are heavenly, you know, if that's what, you know, if that's what we earned. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just, yeah. I don't know. That's just all weird. But that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about the meditation a little bit. Oh, this YouTube couple that's funny as hell. And humans is responsible for a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And because slavery and the Holocaust was so much life loss on a grand scale, and so, you know, and so much damage to human life, you know, people think God should have stepped in. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I'd be lying, and God know my heart if I said I didn't feel that way too. You know, but you also have to understand that was free will. That was a part of free will. You know what I'm saying? That you know, and we have to take blame for some of that too, because you know, with slavery it was a lot of greed. And with the Holocaust, it was idolizing. You get what I'm saying? You know, we have to take some responsibility, us humans. You know, demons play their part, but humans, you know, stop giving humans a pass. You know, we responsible for a lot of this dumb shit that's going on, and especially a lot of us in higher power. Those are humans. You know, so when they start idolizing, and they still idolize, they ain't learned nothing from it. You know, it's free will. Either you want it or you don't. You can't, you know, okay, well, don't give him free will because he, you know, he bad. No, he gave us all free will. It don't work that way. Even some evil people got it. Yeah. The ones who rape the kids, the ones who, you know, burn the Jews, free will. You know, all sad, but still free will. So don't idolize people. The same with Hitler. They idolized him. Put him up on a pedestal and they idolized him. And a couple that came behind him, a few. You know, they idolized them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You see how they doing it again? History is repeating itself. They idolizing these celebrities. Not just one person. Celebrities, period. You're not supposed to do that. God already showed us what can happen from that. You know what I'm saying? A very sad, valuable lesson and how powerful the free will is. Nobody want to talk about that. It was demons. Yeah, Hitler was probably, possessed with a lot of demonic energy, but he still used his free will. People used their free will to follow Hitler. Understand what I'm saying? That was free will. They could have said, no, this fool is an idiot. He's talking about killing innocent people and kids. I'm not following him. It's all about free will. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the slavery. No, that's not good. And a lot of people don't want to talk about how they said. This was said. I don't know if it's true. I've read it a couple of times. That some of the Africans were the ones that over there that were setting us up and stuff. Some of our ancestors. To be taken and stuff. White men was paying them. Nobody want to talk about that. Greed. Some of us sold ourselves out. But everybody mad at the white man. And I'm gonna touch a little bit on that too. Yeah. We all have ancestors in history. Ain't no white man alive today that owned a slave. Are there slave owner relatives alive today? Yes. There's no slaves alive today. Are there slave relatives alive? Yes. You get what I'm saying? So when you want to, again, just like with the religion thing, because I know when I was growing up, I was taught to not like white people. And I didn't really understand that. So when you get older, you start analyzing stuff, Okay. Well, you still got some nasty, funky white people, yeah. Yep, you do. And you got some really nice white people that will put you in some positions that could make your life and your family, loved one's life real good. You got some nasty, funky black people. And you got some really nice black people that can put you in a position. But I'm going to tell you a little story. Because, and you'll hear some people, I've heard people say, all white people is evil, they demons. And then, you hear them talk about us, all black people is, violent, that's not true. So, it can't be true about the latter, It's just funny, stupid stuff. So, what I've noticed, black people fuck each other over. We really give it to each other. We don't support each other like other races. We just don't. I've lived in a whole lot of neighborhoods and stuff when my kids were small. And fights would break out and shit. And, Mexicans, other races and shit. It was a little couple of, like, maybe two Chinese families. One on one end, one on the other. They stuck together. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican family stuck together. So I'm saying this to say, and first black people they'll say, and I'm black. I love being black. But I'm going to say this about my people. They're a mess. And then they always want to say support black business. And I'm going to tell you something about that. They got the highest shit in the poorest neighborhood. And if we don't go in the fucking store, they want to talk about us and we don't support our black folks. You can go in the white neighborhood, 10-minute ride across town or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you can go and get that same item, for 50 cents cheaper. Maybe even a whole fucking dollar. But this black man owned this store. This black man owned this store in a black motherfucking neighborhood. A poor neighborhood. And he they said, I dated a guy that had a store. when I was younger. And he told me, how the stuff is done. The guidelines are set, the prices and what. They have a level they can set their prices, or it's breaking the law. So you got this 16-ounce bag of potato chips. It's a level for it. You can sell it for, it can go up from $2 to $4. You can't take it past $4, and you could pretty much take it as low as you want, because that's your loss. But they got a limit as how high as you could take it. This bag of potato chips is $1. The most you can ask is $2 for it. That's it. Anything else is against, like they have the Food and Drug Administration have limits for the stores and stuff. The way my friend that owned the store was kind of explaining it to me. So when you dealing with a black store, merchants, you know what I'm saying? They have like some guidelines of how much you can ask for this product. You know what I'm saying? Like what you supposed to, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago. I don't know, things could be changed now. Don't quote me on that. So, it's the same bag of chips. You get what I'm saying? And they asking for the highest price. The black store in the black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? If the highest can be asked for this is $2, they can't go over that. That's what they asking for that. You can go get that same bag of chips, the same exact bag, same size, everything, for $1 across town. And this is the problem. This is the problem. You black. You know what I'm saying? Why do that to your own people? So, you're here in black neighborhoods and shit a lot of times. Black people, I ain't going in there. Mr. Bob, he too high. Or, JoJo, he too, I don't go in his store, which is true. But they always crying about nobody supporting their fucking business. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody over here, this in the projects, we ain't got no money. Why is you selling these chips for $2? You get what I'm saying? When they could be sold for $1, anything in between. You pick the highest. A lot of people don't know this. Merchants have a limit for the products or something. You get what I'm saying? I'm not really sure how to say it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. If they can get that highest, they can. But it's a limit that they can't go. Now, I wanted to say that about the blacks. They just don't support each other. You can work at a job and it can have all whites in it and maybe 2 blacks and everybody else white. White people go on about their day, always smiling, ain't thinking about nobody. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. You have any problem at that job, and you don't have to be a problematic person. You just lay back, just happy to have a fucking job. Any problems you gonna have gonna be with them 2 black motherfuckers. The whole place full of whites. 2 black motherfuckers in there and you. Them black motherfuckers gonna be your problem. And that's sad. They too busy trying to kiss up to the whites. They will throw your ass under that bus. And I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I think, it could be hereditary. You know what I'm saying? From what allegedly was said that Africans was doing. They was the ones that was setting us up. Setting our ancestors up over there for them white men to take. Or some of our own doing it. Yeah. That's, black people don't like to talk about that too much. White people keep a lot of stuff out of history too. But black people don't like to talk about that. So it's history repeating itself. We still selling each other out. You get what I'm saying? Why would you get a store, you know what I'm saying? Why would you get a store in a black neighborhood that ain't got shit? And have the highest prices in fucking town. You know what I'm saying? This, at that time, that was the projects. I don't live in them now, but I have lived in them, yes. Low-income housing, yes, I did. I'm not ashamed of that because, I own 2-3 houses now. But I had to come up. You know what I'm saying? Low-income housing, Section 8, all that. It's not for you to live in it forever. and die in it. I mean, some people may need it longer than others, but you're supposed to be saving away money and getting on your feet. They make it really hard for you to do that because you got to report every dime you get. That's a whole nother story. Oh, God, that's a whole nother video. Lord, please, you can't even get a 50-cent raise, baby. You better go report it. They be ready to throw your ass out. You have a 3-day notice hanging on your door when you get off work. That's crazy. But, yeah, so, yeah, I had to do what I had to do. I had kids, the dad wasn't helping. I had to do what I had to do. Keep a roof over my kids' heads. We struggled, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, just, the blacks just don't look out for each other. They just don't. And it's really sad because it's a lot of us, we're talented, and everything, you know what I'm saying? And we really, you know what I'm saying? We really got the power, you know what I'm saying? We just not using it. You get what I'm saying? So, it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? And so, nobody really steps up to do anything because, they not gonna get the support, and it's reverse type psychology because we don't support, because they don't support us. The poor ain't supporting the black business owners because the black business owners ain't supporting the poor. Everybody's struggling. Shit, if you got a store, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can give out the chips a day, a day or two before they expire. Stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You about to get a new shipment in. You ain't really supposed to be selling expired chips. They haven't sold. A couple of days before they expire, you get that stuff out. Stuff like that to the kids in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You got to show support to get support. You know what I'm saying? You can't be coming in these project neighborhoods and low-income Section 8 housing neighborhoods with all these high-ass prices and wonders why these blacks ain't coming in this black store. Everybody else come to the United States and dog our asses, The Arabs, the Chineses, go in some of them Chinese restaurants, talk to you like shit. And they hardly can speak English anyway. Y'all done bought y'all asses over here, you know what I'm saying, and living fucking good and got y'all noses turned up. Y'all motherfuckers was starving and struggling in y'all country. But y'all come over here now, and y'all big dogs now. Everybody do it to us. You know what I'm saying? Come over here and dog our asses in our country. They come from living in mud houses like my grandma used to say. And then they come over here, and they got their nose in the air. And the black man just join in. Well, everybody else dogging your ass, shit, I might as well too. You still black. You still black. You just got your little rundown store, honey. You still black. You think you white now? You still black. And that's what they say about your ass behind your back. Don't give a fuck how uppity you think you is. You still a nigga. A fucking black ape at the end of the day. Behind your back. Trust me. Just like the interracial couples. That nice white man you got probably love your dirty drawers. You know what I'm saying? Trust and believe when he mad, you a black bitch. And probably done said it to your face. Who knows? But I promise you he done said it. Yeah, in his mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're black, you're in an interracial relationship. You know what I'm saying? You a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? You be a black man with a white woman. That's what she think when she mad. Black bitch, you ain't gonna hear it. She ain't gonna say it to you, and then she might say it to you. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how bold the person is. But just because you uppity and you may have a few dollars, you still a black monkey to them. You just a rich black monkey. You just an uppity black monkey. You still black. You still a black gorilla. And that just don't, it don't change in their mentality. They can love a black gorilla, but you still is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. They won't admit it. But, when they get mad at you, that black word come out. You just don't hear it. All right, this ever be. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for listening.